Hi, my name is Cancerian Empath, here to give you another energy reading for Soulmate Twin Flame for the evening for July 19th, 2019. I'd like to welcome any new subscribers. I thank the people who have subscribed to my channel very much for supporting me and being there for me. I have some very good people in my life, and I just want to let you know that I appreciate you. So, with that being said, thank you. Um, where do I start? Okay. Kind of late, so please excuse me. If you'd like to book a reading with me, the links will be down below the video. What else? There's something else. Oh, this video will not resonate with everyone. So if it doesn't resonate with you, my suggestion usually, how I normally do things, and I'm not saying you should do anything the way that I do it, is I kind of put it on the shelf, because I've found during this journey that what doesn't resonate for you on Tuesday, you're going to need Wednesday, because it may not resonate right now, today, in this moment, and then the next thing you know, next week comes and something will happen that was pertaining to the reading that you read last week, and you'll say to yourself, oh wow, they said this was going to happen. And that's been my experience on a number of occasions. So, basically take what you need and leave the rest. I was going to spend my Friday night, watching a movie, nothing big, just enjoying the cool air and relaxing, and Spirit just kept pulling on me and basically letting me know that I need to get up. And though I didn't feel like it at first, like I just kept getting these back-to-back downloads, visions, just of, well, first of all, let me explain something about myself. I've had what most people would call, and actually my mother calls, sympathy pains. And for those of you who've never heard of that before, basically what that is like, say for example, your aunt always gets a headache, and when she gets a headache, you get a headache. That's what my mother would call sympathy pains. And but it went a little deeper than that for myself growing up. I just didn't know what it was. I knew something about me was different. I just couldn't put my finger on it because I was a child. But what happens with me is I can pick up on people's health issues, whether they've had them for a while, whether it's oncoming. I can even pick up whether or not it can be prevented before it gets worse. I can pick up on those kinds of things. So what I got earlier was that the first one is that someone out there has really bad nasal problems. The best way that I can describe it is like a burning sensation in your nasal passages that causes your eyes to water. It's very uncomfortable. It can be downright painful at times. How do I describe this? I'm sorry, I'm pausing. I'm trying to find the best word to use. I don't want to offend anyone, because as time goes on, you get to know me. I'll probably be doing videos where I'll show more of my face, but lately I've kind of been in a little bit of a funk, so my hair is not done. But whoever this person is, you were once an addict. So I suggest to you that you go to a specialist, because your cartilage is worn down, and that's what's causing the discomfort in your nasal passage. So please go have that checked out. I'm not really educated on how they would handle that should that problem be the case. I'm just giving a suggestion. I'm not a doctor, so I just go by what I see and what I pick up on. Excuse me. And I think that's it so far. So, what I would like to do is explain why the last couple of videos my cards have been pre-shuffled. My cards have been pre-shuffled because I'm a bit scrambled in the past few days. I'm almost certain that it has something to do with this retrograde because I was perfectly fine beforehand, or at least I thought I was. I don't know. I don't know. Sometimes you think you're fine, and then retrogrades like this happen, and you realize that you're not as fine as you thought you were. And I think that's what's happening to me because my thought process is kind of scrambled. I'm not really as focused as I normally am. My patience has been somewhat short. One of the ways that I've been keeping it from getting as bad as I know that it can is by meditating, going out in nature. I do my breathing. I listen to music that soothes me. I will probably mention this 1,000 times, but I am a bona fide house head. Shout out to all my house heads. I love house music, and I'm very unapologetic about it. Things like that, though. Those are the things that get me centered and keep me centered for a while. But at the end of the day, I am human, so I go through some things in my life. Yeah. This retrograde is definitely bringing my past wounds to the surface because I spent a lot of time blaming the lack of union with my twin on my twin, and I'm finding out that yeah, sis, you play a part too. You ain't perfect. So this is where I'm at right now. So I've been pre-shuffling my cards, because once I get the thought, once I am able to put the cards together, I don't want to lose it. And that's what's been happening the past few days. Like I'll pull some cards and then like put them away or something and then forget what it was that I got from the cards, what I picked up from them. So I just kind of it's helping me to keep them in front of me for now. And this is just for now. But what I did was I asked Spirit about, and I'm going to point to them as I go down. I asked Spirit for energy, the energy of the Divine Masculine. I asked Spirit for the energy of the Divine Feminine. Then I asked Spirit for energy mutually between the Divine Masculine and the Divine Feminine. And at the top here, I asked where the Divine Masculine is emotionally with the karmic. This row, I asked, what did I ask? I asked a lot. Wow. Okay, let me regroup for a minute. What messages? I asked Spirit to give us, both myself and my Divine Masculine, messages, spiritual messages. Here, I asked for the outcome for the Divine Masculine and Divine Feminine, and this was basically the ending of the read, which is what will the overall outcome be, the final outcome between the Divine Masculine and Feminine. So I'm going to get started, and I'm going to start at the top with the High Priestess. And basically that energy is self-explanatory. Some more of what I'm picking up for the masculine energy is more of a using his intuition kind of situation. He's at a place where he really cannot afford not to use his intuition, because in the past he has gone totally against it and it did not serve him for his highest good, and that really came to relationships, money, family issues, childhood issues, addictions, all of it. Very poor choices in the past, and now they're at the point where they're desperate for change. So the outcome is just utilizing the intuition that was given to them. Okay, so the next card is here, Ace of Swords, and I'm sorry I didn't show you the High Priestess card. Like I said, I'm a bit scrambled this evening, so I apologize. Please forgive me. But you have here the Ace of Swords. Now, this represents an offer coming in. It's kind of an unsure, guarded offer coming in, but an offer that is willing to be given by the Divine Masculine. Yes, some information. The Eight of Wands. That is information coming in rather quickly. And the energy I'm picking from it is kind of hastily too, not very well thought out, because he's not very good at expressing his feelings. But you know what's so crazy is the Divine Feminine understands him. She understands him. I'll give you an example of mine. Like, my Divine Masculine is from the streets like myself, and you know, we speak each other's language. So I may not like what he does, but I do understand. At first, it used to really make me angry, but as you really put yourself in another person's shoes and you use empathy, it does tend to bring you clarity. And I have no problem stepping back and allowing divine timing, even though sometimes I get a little nosy and a little impatient. You know, the one thing that I got, the lesson that I got from that is to just take my time and not waver, have faith. So we have here the Hangman. The Divine Masculine is very indecisive at this moment. And not because he doesn't want to come towards you, but more so because he stands to lose the little that he does have. It involves losing children, assets, money, peace of mind, you name it. It's pretty much, this Hangman energy is due to loss. Wow. Just that same stuck energy that's been lingering throughout the twin flame community for some time now. Just stagnant, stuck energy. It's a very rough journey, y'all. Trust me, I understand. I can identify. I am going through it myself. But I'm learning that divine timing is everything. So please just, I know it's hard, but just try to be patient. So we're going to go to the next row, which is the Divine Feminine's energy. And here you have the Seven of Swords. Yeah. Excuse me, I'm going to have a drink of water on this one. Yeah. The Divine Feminine is wanting to walk away from this situation. It's been a long time coming. This situation, and I can't call it a union because it definitely is a situation, has yielded nothing but passionate intimacy, disagreements, two people going in two different directions, and one loving more than the other. And basically the Divine Feminine is at a point where she's ready to walk away towards her Ten of Cups. So, yeah. this could be, I want to take it one of two ways. She could either walk away and end up with her Ten of Cups with her divine masculine, or she could walk away and right around the corner there will be another Ten of Cups that totally has nothing to do with your divine masculine. I mean, like maybe like a soulmate energy coming towards you, and it will be very fulfilling. It may not be your twin, but you will enjoy this person, their energy. You will enjoy lots about them. But you're trying to get out of this Page of Swords energy that you've been dealing with. And it's all due to some things, Divine Feminine, that you're not taking a look at. Things that you are willingly turning a blind eye to. Your intuition is on point. So what you're thinking and what you're feeling and what you're picking up on is not just your imagination. It is actual fact. So please cut yourself loose from being blind voluntarily. I guess that's the best advice I can give for this card. So you have here, and I pulled from the Sexual Tarot. So if you are not 18 years of age, please click off, because this is for adults and not children. Thank you. We have the Nine of Wands. These people looks like they're impoverished, but in all reality, they're, how do I explain this? Their own minds, negative thoughts, their negative minds are what's manifesting this. The impoverished mentally, financially, even physically for some. The blockages are pretty much both you guys' fault. You're mirroring, this is mutual energy. This whole row here is, mutual energy. This is where you both are. So be careful of your thoughts, Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine. Be careful of your words as well, because your words and your thoughts hold power. Be careful, please. So next, Six of Swords. I have to read the book for this particular card, but also this, normally the Six of Swords is transition from trials and tribulations, from the storm, basically. Yeah. Just the worst is over. You just got to stay in there and just be patient. It's challenging, yes, but it can be done. It's doable. So, the Four of Swords, the Four of Pentacles, I'm sorry. Yeah. This is your mutual energy. You're both passionate towards one another. You both feel one another's sexual energy. Sexually, you vibrate at a rather high frequency when you come together. It's passionate, it's intense. It's like nothing you've ever felt before. It's something you just don't get off your mind afterwards, after the act of love is over. But as you can see here, the female, The divine masculine has put her through so much. The way she's laid back is like, if you want me, you come get me. This is what I'm picking up from this. I kid you not. As you can see, he definitely wants. He definitely wants. So, yeah. We're going to put that down now because it can get deep and I'm not trying to be on here that long because I would like to go back to my movie. Yeah, the Seven of Swords. And I'm going to read from the book for that one because I can't quite recall in a moment what that was about. Another sip of water. And it says, tasting. The magic of the 7 red tulips. Only the beginning is not enough, but it is a beginning. Not every seed can ripen in a day. This is why you must persevere. And that so goes with this theme. You're actually both losing patience. And as I keep stating, this row here is total mutual energy. So yeah, you're mirroring one another. It's a frustration that this union is not coming together the way you both picture it in your mind and feel it in your heart and in your spirit. So it's like, it's just a lot of disappointment and despair coming from this card. And considering this is pretty much where I'm at in my union as well, because this is a collective energy and this is not all of the twin flames, but this is the collective of twin flames who are reaching the home stretch of union. This is you and your energy. This is you both. So, yeah. So here in this top row, I asked where the divine masculine was with the karmic. So here we have the Page of Swords, the Page of Wands, I'm sorry. Yeah, like I said, it's getting late. I hadn't planned on doing this, but when Spirit says get up, you better get up. Yeah, this is more so not really being invested, just barely getting by in this situation because it's not even a relationship anymore. Making an offer, but making an offer because there is no other choice due to comfortability, being used to this and not really knowing anything else. And that's where the divine masculine is with the divine feminine. And it's not to say that there's no love there. There is love there, but there's a big difference between loving someone and being in love. And the divine masculine as well as the divine feminine the karmic, I'm sorry, are not really there. So yeah, he's not giving into the situation anymore. It's 4 cups energy, and 4 cups is pretty much not giving much of an offer, not giving an offer, but not taking an offer either. Just doing this to the point of, it's like, you know what? I'm good. I'll just sit here under this tree and pray that this squirrel in the tree doesn't fall on my head. And I'm going to just be chilling. I'm good. I'm sorry. I'm tired. So I'm going to put this down now. Yeah. Divine masculine's energy towards the divine feminine. And this is the Three of Cups. But I'm seeing different. I'm seeing other than celebration. I'm seeing lots of drinking, lots of partying, women. Just for some divine masculine, not all. Some of them are meeting their needs through superficial means, like drinking, women, partying. Very unfulfilling, but it beats sitting around doing nothing kind of energy. And it does the trick for the moment kind of energy. Yeah. Yep. And the end result is the Eight of Cups, which represents walking away, turning his back on the situation. Just not really wanting to give into this situation any longer. You know what I was sitting thinking about earlier? I wonder how many times I was a karmic to someone's twin flame. I just had these random thoughts. Yeah, like just now. So, back to the reading. The messages that divine masculine and together collectively need from spirit to tell them. And you have here relationship harmony. We angels are opening the hearts of everyone involved. Arguments and conflicts are being resolved now. So in the past, there was some conflict, there was some disagreements, there was not a meeting of the minds. And it caused a lot of problems, but spirit is working on your behalf, and this particular spirit's name is Archangel Raguel. I don't know if I pronounced that right. I'm terrible with names. I can see your face 20 years from now and remember you, and terrible with names. Okay, clear cognizance, Archangel Uriel. Pay attention to thoughts and ideas that come to you as they are answered prayers. So just focus on what it is you want to see for this union and not what you don't want to see for this union, because as I stated earlier in the video, your thoughts and your words can manifest something that basically your biggest fears, things that you hoped wouldn't happen in this union. So please be very careful with that. Next card, Life Review, from Archangel Jeremiah. Take inventory of your life and resolve to change or heal anything that is unbalanced. So all those things that you engaged in that do not serve you for your highest good, you may want to begin to look over that and find out why. And if you can't come up with an answer, which you most likely won't, as to why you're putting up with things that no longer serve you, things and people, then that means it may be time to change that. So think on that as well. Crystal clear intentions. Here we go with verbal and thought pattern manifestations. Be careful what you think, be careful what you say. Archangel Michael, be clear about what you desire and focus upon it with unwavering faith. Yes, faith is the key. I'm definitely finding that out as well. You know, for those of you who didn't hear me state in my earlier videos about my son that was killed by an off-duty court officer in 2016, I had lost all faith. All faith. My thoughts were not good. I was in a very dark place. I mean, that was a true dark night of the soul. And I tried to tuck that away for a while, but in recent times, Spirit has brought it to the surface and put me in a place where there's no choice but to deal with it. So Healing is very important, and that's the message I get from this card. Healing is very important in this journey for yourself, really. It should be more about you healing self, and what you need to keep in mind with is in you healing yourself, you heal your union. So please keep that in mind. So here we have the outcome right now for the divine masculine and the divine feminine. Some cards, as I say, slip my mind, so I do have to refer back. So, with this card, the Nine of Pentacles, it clearly shows being more content, as the guide, the manual told me, the book told me just now, just being more content with superficial things, wealth, abundance, you know. And I say superficial because if that's the only thing that you care about, then that is pretty superficial. But this also signifies nearing an end to morphing into beginnings, new beginnings. Nine of Pentacles does represent abundance, financial abundance. So, as it stands, you or your person or both are going to focus more on your coins, pretty much. You know, the things that need to be fixed in your life, because I don't pick up that either one of you are very comfortable financially in your situation, your financial situation. You're not comfortable enough to come towards one another. You're both two people who like to bring to the table, who like to contribute. So this will be the focus and the energy. You're both in your Hierophant energy. Just standing in your power. That's all I see with this really right now. Standing in your power. And that's a good thing. You know, you're in control of your life and your destiny. You just have to believe that. Spiritual awareness. Another card of standing in your power. King of Rods. Wow. I just see standing in your power. Unsure, but willing to try, willing to put yourself out there and see what comes up. Ten of Wands. Both in this energy, both of you. Carrying a lot on your shoulders. Feels more like the weight of the world. Trying to figure out where you're going to go, how you're going to go, who you're going to go with, how much you're going to go with. Just a lot of figuring out, and it's heavy. It's a heavy load to carry, and you're both in this energy. It's being done, but it's a lot. Yeah. In the end of this spread, I pulled 4 cards from the Romance Angel deck by Doreen Virtue. And the 4 cards that I pulled for the Divine Masculine and Divine Feminine, is give your relationship a chance. Work on your partnership. So this is going to be a card of putting in the work, putting in the effort, trying. This is a card of trying. Giving this relationship a chance. Next card, passion. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. So the two of you have passion for one another. This last row is looking like a row of just going with the flow. Allowing things to unfold the way they're supposed to unfold. Passionately. Make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. So you're both being guided. You're both being told and given the know-how. So make the effort. I'll read it again. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. So when Spirit tells you to do something, I know some of it is uncomfortable, some of it is uneasy for you, but just do it. Spirit will never have you do or say things without a purpose. And the last card, let your friends help you. Ask for and accept support from others. So both of you need to begin to get with close friends, even close family, because your family can be friends as well. I have family members who are my friends, and that, that's not an abnormal thing. We're actually very close. We call each other, we hang out, we spend time together, we're just close. So let your friends help you. One thing I'm finding out in this journey is that even at the age that I am, and I will tell you I am 47, you're never too old to learn. I was taught that the only dumb question is the one that you don't ask. So the things that you don't understand in your life and in your journey, just ask Spirit to guide you and who to go to. People who will understand where you are and not judge you and not gossip about you. Friends. And I stress that, friends. And with that, I have reached the end of my video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like, subscribe, and share the video. I would like to wish everybody a wonderful weekend, and may you stay close to Spirit from now on. Good night.